Thankfully, before it talks about interpreting the discriminant. So far, we've graphed, and that's one way to find the solution of where the parabola crosses the x-axis. The second way we did that was solving by the roots. When you solve by the roots, you can find another place where it crosses the axis. The third place that we can do this is called interpreting the discriminant. And the discriminant is a formula, which is b squared minus 4ac. Now, there are a couple of things that we need to find. If the value of the discriminant is positive, that means that there are two solutions, which a sketch of the graph looks like it crosses at two different locations, which is what we're familiar with seeing and what we saw with the roots. The negative has no solutions, and the sketch of the graph does not cross the x-axis at all. And then 0, again, has it at one point where there's one solution, it crosses it at one location. So in order to find the discriminant, we need to use b squared minus 4ac. Now remember that a is the number first, so a in this case is going to equal 1, b in this case is going to equal 6, and c in this case is going to equal 5. So I've got my 1, my 6, and my 5. So I just need to do b squared minus 4ac. So that would be 6 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 5. So 6 squared is 36 minus, that equals 20. So in order to find my discriminant here, I'm going to have 36 minus 20, which is 16. Since it is positive, it will have two solutions. It does not tell me what those solutions are, but I do know that there are two solutions and there are two places that it crosses. Okay, so we'll do the same thing on the second one. And I'm going to do a equals 1, b equals 6, and c equals 13. Here I'm going to do b squared, which would be 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 13. So then I've got 36 minus 52, which I know is going to give me a negative 16. So when I work that one out, since it is a negative number, that means that there are no solutions, since it is negative. Okay, and then my third one, I'm going to have a equals 1, b equals negative 8, and c equals 16. So I've got b squared, which would be a negative 8 squared minus 4 times 1 times 16. And in this case, I'm going to get 64 minus 64, which is going to give me 0. Since I know that it is 0, I know from my notes that it is going to have one solution. Again, I don't know what that solution is, but I know that it will have one solution because that 0 is my answer. Okay, moving on. Some of these are missing, and so I have A, which would be my 2, B, which would be my 6, and C, which would be my 5. Notice that I want it to always equal 0. If it does not equal 0, you have to make sure that it does equal 0. So I'm going to do b squared minus 4ac, which would be 36 minus 4 times 2 times 5, which would be 36 minus, that would be 2040, which would be a negative 4, and no solutions because it's negative. And here I have an A, which would be 1. I do not have a B. B is where it is with my X value. I don't have a B, so we're going to go ahead and put B as 0. And my C would be 7. Okay, so if I do B squared, which is 0 squared, I'm going to change color. 0 squared minus 4 times 1 times 7. So in this case, that's going to be a negative. 7 times 4 is 28. So a negative 28, which is going to give me no solution. Okay. And my last one, I've got 4a is 4. B is a negative 12. And C equals 9. This pen does not work very well. I've got b squared, which is a negative 12 times a negative 12, which is a positive 144, minus 4 times 4 times 9, which is going to be 144 minus 144, which is going to give me 0, and that means that there will be one solution. Now again, we don't know what those solutions are. We just know that when it crosses my axis, when it crosses my x-axis, I know that there are going to be, in this case, one place where it crosses. I don't know where it's going to cross, but I know it's going to be one case where it crosses. If there are no solutions, it will not cross at all, and if there are two, it will cross at two different locations.